180.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Goff on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10. Goff again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go now. 10-2 stop.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Get it.
On first down, Mosley. Tackle made there by Traven Howard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
48, Mike, 48.
Here's a second and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, box drop.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try the left side. Garner. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Goff now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Go, 76. 76. Go, 12. Go.
Watch the shit.
Maverick.
Watch the shit. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll try the left side. Garner. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Tonight, like 20. We're good. We're good.
Back, back, back.
3rd and long. It's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Garner, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Super 66.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
DC.
Check. Crunch. Out.
On 2nd down, it's Garner. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He gets it to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
Left 20.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Alert 3. Switch. Check 9. Deuce. Check nickel.
12.
On 1st down, Garner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Set. HE Gator.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man
They'll run on first down. Mosley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go one more. Check.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is full, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. On first down, Mosley. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Rams have got it back.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, echo.
48. We don't like the 48 right now.
Five.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Check 31, check 31.
Cal, you won.
They'll run on first down. It's Garner. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Golf. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on third. Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
50, plant. 50.
Go. Go.
Now.
On 1st down, Mosley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
Hell, you won.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, 5.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
180. Ric Flair.
Slam. Check. Safe.
Dula.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Go. 20. Cooper.
Hey, Mike 51. I got you, son. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Ready?
Two.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check 13. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side. Mosley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Yes, yes.
Here we go. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48. Right?
2nd and 6. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Go, go.
Mike's 50.
Looking to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, let's go. Go, Grant.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tighten down.
They'll run. It's Dorsett, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Bravo.
They'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Second and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, high 7.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Yep.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
From the end zone, Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 9 yards to go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Launching one for Henderson. And got his man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Now, they took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
Now it's Henderson, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gone. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll run on first down. Mosley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, Delta. Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Check pass.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, exit.
He'll drop to throw. Donald, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Goff. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now a give, right side. Garner. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. This one complete to Lacey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Mosley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 18 yards, first down Niners. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and now it's second down. Goff. Buying time to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Goff now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Super one. Hey, Zoo.
51 to Mike.
Now it's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Four now.
Watch twins.
Now Goff. Finds a man on the crossing route. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Hey, check.
12.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Rams 7,
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish